Hi everyone, Keith Arkenberg Farms. We are now in our fall/winter greenhouse. We've already got quite a bit of our winter stuff planted, which we did 2 videos ago. And now we're getting ready to do our spinach planting. This year I wanted to do something different, actually run a trial and see how much better these actual varieties are that are specifically meant to grow in winter. So let me show you. But first I want to let you know, the first 4 modules of the Market Gardening Farm School courses are now open, fully built and available over at arkenbergfarms.com. Scroll down near the bottom, the Market Gardening Farm School, Digital Tools and Training. Click in there, that's there, along with a bunch of other cool stuff. So go check it out. And also stick around through this video because I'm going to let you know how I'm going to let 10 people into the course for free just by watching my videos. So if you've been watching lately, I've been doing a lot to kind of get into the fall winter season, when to start your starts, when to transplant, all that fun stuff. In our region, we're a 6A. Actually, I think we switched over to a 6B, but we're right in the center of the country, right across Kansas towards the center of the United States. So our timing might differ a little bit from yours. I know further north a little earlier, but not much. Further south, I don't even know if you can do it if you get down south because they grow their produce during the winter, but that's besides the point. We've got a lot of crops established in here, but I want to test out winter spinach this year. So I went on to Johnny Select Seeds website, went to their additional tools, digital stuff, and found their winter/regular season spinach sheet, I guess you'd call it. And it has a bunch of cool stuff on it. Tells you the stuff that's ideal to plant at certain times of the year, when you harvest them, and the most important part is how quickly they bolt. So I got a couple different varieties here with all good aspects but not so good aspects, like growth rate or bolting rate, and I really want to try them out in here. I'm also going to do the same trial out in the field, not cover it, not do anything to it, just let it go and see what happens. So the first one we've got this year, Calibri. Next one, Senegal, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And finally, the one that I believe is the most winter hardy, Tundra. There was one other variety I wanted to try, but they're out of stock, which makes me think it's probably one of the best for overwintering, but who knows. So the process is pretty simple. I saved myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I saved myself 30 foot of bed. That way I can plant 10 foot of each crop. I'm going to plant them on 3 rows, as you can see behind me. I already rolled my roller dibbler out so I can mark my row paths. Again, these are set specifically so I can get my cultivating tool through here very easily. It's already been fertilized, 100 pounds per acre equivalent. And we're going to be using the handy dandy Jang seeder. I have the LJ12 in there, set on the smallest interval chain setting. So that comes out to like 2 inches per seed. You can also use an LJ24, take your 7-11s, you switch them, that'd be your gears for your chain setting, and it goes out to 2.5 inches. If you do that, always put them back before you put it back, because 98% of what we plan on here is on the 1/2 inch chain setting until I change it with that. But I've been printing my own rollers. We also have those for sale at arkenbergfarms.com as well. So I now have an LJ12. Works perfectly for this. But again, the idea is I'm not going to plant one row, another row, another row. I want to create a canopy of these individually to see how they react in the environment differently. Now inside of here, I've also got garlic going in this bed, overwinter onion sets over here in this bed, the forms. So this will actually get covered up with row cover once it starts getting really cold outside. Usually when it's an average high of 25 or so, that's when I start covering. We also have lettuce in here as well, right behind me, and a bunch of broccoli, cauliflowers, cabbages, a whole bunch of winter hardy stuff down there as well. Now, the biggest thing I have to watch out in this greenhouse is, this is gonna be my tomato greenhouse next year. So by April 1st at the latest, I have to have this whole thing cleared out. So I am trying to get a nice consistent harvest until then. Everything's going to be pretty much out of here except for this side and this side, which is no problem because I only use these 2 beds for my tomatoes and peppers and such. And if I still have spinach in here, I can very easily just knock out the center row all the way down, plant my tomatoes, and let the other stuff grow to see, how it does. So we're going to get to planting, and then we're going to go out in the field, and I'll show you the other cover crop that I've been doing here lately. I did a video on this 4 or 5 videos ago. Just kind of show you the growth rate I got. It's doing actually way better than I thought. Not as thick as I'd like, but hey, it'll work. Again, before I plant any seed, I always start off with my seed packet and I'll take the weight. That way I can have some kind of estimation of how much seed I'm putting down, and I can compare the ones as well. Also got to be very careful with this. I did make a bunch of plant tags that I'm going to tag these in the field with so I don't lose track of them. So first one, we're at 85.3. We've got 10 foot of bed. Load up our seed hopper. Again, it already has the LJ12 in it, which will give me about 2.5 inch spacing. Let me get ready to roll. Always make sure to prime the hopper by moving the wheel until we see seed fall. Line up on our path and we go at it. Another trick with this is making sure to stop and not planting the whole bed. I did make marks across the ground here with my feet to indicate the end of the bed itself. We start it, roll it, go to the end, sink it with our back wheel, and do our final one. That is our tundra. Next important part, which I've messed up before, make sure to empty your seed into the correct seed packet. That's why I only open up one at a time. And that barely used any seed, to be honest with you. I ordered 5,000 counts of each of these. Wasn't too terribly expensive with shipping. I think it was around $35 maybe. So we're at 81.8. So that's roughly about 3.5 grams of seed, 3 beds, 10 foot long. You can run the numbers on it, find out how many grams per seed, per foot of row that you planted. And that gives you a good estimation when you want to go buy seed later. You have these numbers to play with. Now I'm going to continue on with this, but first, go out to the field, go check out the cover crop. And almost forgot. I told you I was going to let 10 people into the Market Gardening Farm School courses for free simply by watching my videos. Over my last 2 videos, this little concrete morel mushroom has been behind me once in each video, and I've actually pointed to it while I was talking. The first 10 that can tell me the video, this is the last 2, and the time that it actually appeared, and email that over to arkenberg.farms@gmail.com. I'll send you over a code, get into the class for free. So go check out the last videos, look for this guy, and then go check out the Market Gardening Farm School. Here's a look at the cover crop field. This is all cowpeas in here. Planted about 3 weeks ago, I believe, maybe 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. But they're actually starting to grow, and grow actually a little better than I expected. I mean, we've got some nice growth here. Like I said, the density wasn't as thick as I wanted. It would be just fine if I was doing this as a normal cover crop, because they'll grow big, bush out, and take over, really shade things out. I was just doing this more for the biomass. So, all in all, I do have growth. I've got good start going. They will get good organic matter in the soil. They'll put down roots, hold the soil together. Also, interesting enough, have a mole out here. He's been all over the place, which is great because I know I have a lot of grubs out here. So he's digging through, eating the grubs. Perfect. I'm gonna let him do his work. The more he does, the more I don't have to worry about in the future. So I'll be doing updates this the spinach and also the overwintered crops and the fall crops in the tunnel throughout the fall winter season and into early next year. So stay tuned, go check it out, and also go check out the Martin Gardening Farm School courses, markenbergfarms.com. Hope y'all liked your Saturday. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.